Shalom, 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 and what it do? I'm your boy Yehuda. Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk Yehuda. Now today, what we gonna talk about? Brethren, this is a serious topic. The issue of bride price. So I saw something, came across a post on social media about one of these wicked, wayward, so-called Israelite females. Now, brethren, you all know, everyone claiming to be Israel is not righteous of the Most High. Now, according to Torah, we have the price of a virgin, right? I'm gonna be doing another video that's gonna go more in detail. I've already done a video. I believe it was titled Polygyny, like a girlfriend versus a concubine or something like that, where I spoke about the ketubah. I spoke about the Hebrew wedding and some other things, but it wasn't dedicated. That particular video wasn't strictly dedicated to ketubah and the Hebrew wedding and like bride price and things of that nature. So if you want, for now, you can go check that video out and kind of get like a preliminary of that topic, basically, on like a ketubah and the Hebrew wedding and the price of a bride and things like that, right? So, brethren, please understand, if a sister is not a virgin, just because she claiming she Israel or something, like, if this sister's not a virgin, do not fall for the Okie Doke. Don't do it, brethren. And on that, I'm gonna have a sip. Yeah, doing it grown man style today. All right, I've already been up early this morning. I had to drive all the way down to Anaheim, handle some business, fight through crazy California traffic from Anaheim all the way back. My business is done for the day, so I can woosah, pour up a nice drink, yeah. Because that's how serious this topic is. So this sister, who will remain nameless, posted a post, and I'm paraphrasing, something along the lines of, her future husband better be prepared to pay her bride price. Now, normally I would just like scroll past or whatever, but something in my spirit, I believe it was the Ruach, caused me to take a deeper look. And so, upon examination of this particular sister, this sister is pretty much like in my age group, right? I turned 35 in June. So in 2 months, I'll be 35. Now, this particular sister, I believe she's between 30 and 35 or so. This sister clearly is not a virgin. This sister is coming in with kids by other men. Brethren, don't fall for the Okie Doke. I'm not even sure what wicked and foul spirit is in some of these women, that they would even have the nerve to even speak about a bride price. Problem number one, sister's not a virgin. Torah speaks about the price for a virgin. Virgin. And I don't want to hear the foolishness where some people try to be like, oh, well, I am a virgin. I'm a young woman of marriageable age. No. We're talking about Betula. virgin. Not Alma, young woman or something like that. No, Betula. A woman who has never known a man. You pay a bride price, the price of a virgin, for a woman who has never been known by a man, a virgin. She is pure. And that bride price would go to her father. That means that that woman would be in her father's house, under her father's authority, still a virgin, untouched. And you as a man would go to her father and you would speak to her father, and her father would grant you permission to marry his daughter. And with that, that father would lay out whatever the requirements were. One father might require something different than another. It's up to the father. And that would be like the negotiation of the bride price. And upon completion of whatever tasks or whatever it was that the father said, and you paid the bride price, then you would have the wedding ceremony or the wedding feast. I'll get into that in another video about the Hebraic and the Hebrew wedding feast. Now, to also understand Hebraically, after the wedding feast and all that, and you paid this stuff, understand that this virgin bride typically did not come in to the marriage with nothing. That's where the term dowry comes in. Feel free to look it up for yourselves. I will be doing on the other video. This will be included. A dowry is not money that the man pays. A dowry is money and property that the bride brings to her husband in the marriage. Okay? So if she's untouched, never known a man, pure, Betula, a virgin, you would pay the bride price to her father. And she would be bringing in the dowry. And the two of you would come together building the family. Now that would be true whether she's your first wife, second wife, 10th wife. This still remains. Okay? There's order. There's righteousness. Now this particular sister from this social media post, and it's so funny. You can see how wicked these sisters are. So I made 2 comments. I'm not sure how they do like an edit thing or something. Somehow, like she deleted one of my comments that had like 2 or 3 other brothers comment on also saying exactly correct, blah, blah, blah. So she deletes that and then somehow leaves like another comment, but it wasn't like exactly what I said. So I'm not sure how she pulled that off. But we just see the evilness of how these wayward women will even go to extreme lengths to just continue to do evil. So this particular sister in question here, not only is she not a virgin, not only is this sister like 30 or plus, but she coming in with kids by other men. So this sister, not a virgin, she's already kind of up there in age for a woman. She got kids by other men that she expects you to provide for. And she expects you to pay a bride price? Blasphemy. Brothers, don't fall for the okie doke. You see sisters like this, you need to run the other way. This is pure wickedness. On top of that, as I'm examining who this sister is, this sister has another post where she claims that any finance or any work by the wife is optional. The wife don't gotta work. The wife ain't supposed to have to do nothing. And if she decides to work or happens to bring in any type of finance, that's just gravy. But the man is required to go out and work himself like a slave to provide for her. Brethren, stay far away from these type of women. This type of woman has been ran through and used up by different men. She is haughty, wayward, and wicked. She's clearly lazy, doesn't want to work, thinks she's not required to, which is in direct violation of the scriptures. We could even go to Proverbs chapter 31. A virtuous woman willingly works with her hands. Her hand is to the spindle. She does not eat the bread of idleness. She considers a field and buys it. She makes merchandise and sells it. She's an entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. She willingly works, bringing in money to her husband. Clearly, this type of woman is not virtuous. Clearly. See, the prophets are back. The prophets are speaking. Thus saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahuwah. Thus saith the higher. A virtuous woman willingly works with her hands. There's no bride price paid for a woman coming in with bastard children. There's no bride price paid if you get into the scriptures and study, get into Deuteronomy and Leviticus and Exodus, where the Most High clearly gives the instructions about if a man take a wife, if a man takes another wife, if a man has two wives and one's loved and one's hated. Furthermore, it goes on to say that if a man take a wife and when he goes into her, he finds her not a maid, not a virgin, not untouched and pure, and then the man hates her, and then the man lets it be known, when I took this woman, she wasn't even a virgin. And guess what? If this thing be true, and the token of the damsel's virginity be not found, then the elders and the men of that city were supposed to take her to her father's door and stone her to death because she has been a whore among Israel. Therefore, we get out the folly and the wickedness and the evil from among Israel. But yet these type of women think you're supposed to pay a bride price. Brethren, don't fall for the okie doke. The prophets are back. Thus saith the Most High. Thus saith El Elyon, God Most High. Thus saith El Shaddai, God Almighty. Thus saith the higher, I am. These type of women should be humbled and understand that you, as a righteous man, are willing to be her covering. See, if you get into Numbers chapter 30, then you find out, guess what? The wife doesn't even have salvation on her own. The wife has salvation through you as the man. So if she makes a vow or she says something with her mouth or she gets herself into some sort of issue, you as the husband can step in and say, no, that's null and void. And it clearly says that the Most High power will forgive the woman, but yet you as the husband, the iniquity falls on you. So you are her covering. I'm preaching. The prophets are back and we black. Brethren, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke, brothers. If a woman is not a virgin, do not pay a bride price for this woman. If the woman is showing you that she is lazy, that she will not willingly work with her hands, she thinks that she don't have to work. She thinks that she don't have to bring in no kind of finances. But you need to go out here and break your back so that you can finance her sitting on her behind. Brothers, run the other way. These women come in with kids by other men and have this haughty spirit. This is Isaiah chapter 3. Moreover, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, says Yahuwah. This is what we see in haughty, puffed up and prideful and mincing about and all of that kind of stuff with a stretched forth neck. Oh, my future husband better be prepared to pay the bride price for me and my bastard children. Oh, and by the way, we don't have to work, boo-boo. You know how they get to doing. So you supposed to pay a bride price for a 30-something-year-old washed up woman coming in with kids. She don't want to work. She's supposed to pay a bride price for that. And then you supposed to finance her and her children. Brothers, do not fall for the Okie Doke. Brothers, don't fall for the Okie Doke. Now, I want to be very clear. There is a distinction and a separation from wayward, wicked, evil women on the left hand and virtuous, righteous women, repented sisters, humble sisters, wives on the right hand. See, if a sister has made mistakes in her life, because guess what? We in the land of captivity. We haven't always been righteous. Even being in the truth, sometimes we slip and we fall. Because even a righteous man falls 7 times, but yet he'll rise again. And we know that the steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Most High Power. So guess what? If a sister does come in and she got a kid or something like that, but this sister has a humble spirit, this sister willingly works. This sister is coming in to serve you as a husband, to serve you as the head of the house. And she's coming in willing to work and build so that y'all build something together. Hey, there's no problem with wifing that sister. Now, if you look at some of my old videos, I have the Say No to Single Mothers videos. And on one of my other videos, a recent video, I made a revised update. There is a difference. There's a difference between the wicked, evil women that I just talked about on the left hand that expect you to pay a bride price. There's a difference between that and a humble sister. There's a huge difference. So brothers, if you do decide, especially in polygyny, if you're a man and you're a polygynous man and you have a wife like myself, I'm married. Me and my wife been together for 9 years. We've gone through the ups and downs. We were still in the world when we got together, in the clubs and stuff. We got together. I've been in this truth 6 years now. And the Most I've been dealing with me and moving and dealing with my wife, and anyone that knows our family knows our reputation as a righteous husband, a righteous woman, a virtuous wife. Even if we have some arguments behind the scenes, let's stay at home. That's marriage. That's life. Nobody see eye to eye all the time. So brothers, if you a polygynous man and you see a sister that has a daughter, and this sister has, like, she's clearly showing you the spirit of the Most High inside of her. She's clearly showing you that she has the Ruach, that she is repented, that she has humbled herself. You'd be stupid not to take her as a wife because she's a good woman. Why would you not take a good woman to come in and continue building your family and being about the work of the Father? So I can't lump all single mothers in together and just say, oh, don't take no single mothers. The wicked, wayward women, listen, there's some single, wicked, wayward women with no children, but they're evil. Stay away from them. There's some humble, righteous, virtuous sisters that made some mistakes when they was 15, 16, 17 years old, got pregnant, and now they on the right path. Those are virtuous women. You can marry them. But I will say this, I wouldn't pay a broad price for a wife that's not a virgin. I wouldn't pay a broad price for a wife who has kids. I wouldn't do that. Does that mean that I automatically would not marry her? No. Why? If she's a good woman, she's a good woman. It's been real, brothers. This is Real Talk Yehuda. Brothers, don't fall for the Okie Doke. Don't do it. Stay away from evil, wicked women. Whether they have kids or they don't have kids. Stay away from wicked, evil women. Brothers, deal with righteous, submissive women. Whether she got a child or she doesn't. If she's a righteous, submissive woman, you can wife her. And make sure, brothers, you have a ketubah. And I'm going to discuss the ketubah in another video. So with that being said, brothers, it's been real. This is Real Talk Yehuda. Make sure that you like this video. Get the likes up. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the notification bell so you can be notified of my videos. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure that you comment. If you a hater, keep hating. Shalom, brethren. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.